year, as we've mentioned, Kadeem Carey put 204 yards on the ground against Utah, and for all intents and purposes, dashed any hopes that Utah had for a bowl. Here is the kickoff recovered by Utah. They will take it at the 30-yard line and 40 pounds. Taking over, Drez Anderson, the man in motion. The handoff goes left side, and Bubba Poole turns the corner, gains the edge to the 40. It's 1st and 10 for Utah, already establishing something on the ground. Wilson will keep it, and he is mowed down. Same 11 back starting in each of the games this year. So his defense right now, the 2nd and 7, gets loose. They spill the quarterback. 3-step drop. Eyes a man over the middle. It's Drez Anderson making the catch around this year. Here's the handoff, and again they batter up front with the 1st down. And again they send Anderson in motion, swing it right side with the handoff. Bubba Poole stopped that time for Arizona. They dig down defensively now and rush the quarterback. Wilson gets rid of it in time as a man streaking down the seam. And
here comes pressure.
Wilson, far side of the field, trying to go back shoulder to the intended
confidence. Tom
Hackett, the Australian, leads the conference in punting average. Sails a high one inside the 20 that is inadvertently batted by B.J. Dinkers, the quarterback. 6'3" senior will hand off, and immediately a blast up the middle for a big gain. It's Kadeem Carey picking up where he left off last year when he put 200
back at home.
Carey came in number 4 in the country at FPS. The leader in the nation last year turns the corner, sets the edge across.
Passion.
And quickly right back to it they go. They go to Carey. Dives across the 40. Carey with 8 consecutive games of 100 yards or better. They fake the handoff, rolling left. The left-handed quarterback Baker stayed in West Virginia, the first head coaching stop for Rich Rod. Rich Rodriguez led him to over 6,000 yards total offense last year. Here's a pass out on the right side.
USC.
3rd and 5. Banker drops back to the 40, sets his feet, swings it off near side, complete. And in the backfield is Kadeem Carey. Carey shifts to his left. Danker fakes the pitch. He'll keep it. 20. Across the 15. Angles back to the 10 before he is nailed. Here is the handoff. Fake the handoff. Danker will keep it. Working to his left. Touch.
This game.
Jake Smith will add the. Jake Smith will run up on this one. It's a high fluttering ball. Down to the Utah 20, taken by Charles Henderson, working far side. Movie reference for Yogi Roth early in this game. Here is a handoff to Bubba Poole. Poole works left side. And
3-5 stack defense of Arizona.
They work it again to Poole, blasts left side and gets 3rd and 1 for Utah. Wilson, the handoff to Poole, hard cut left to right, and may have got 1st down for Utah. Travis Wilson goes to work with 4 wide receivers. Here's the handoff. Faking the handoff on a reverse. Lucky Radley coming near side. Across the 45. Carl Williams got in on some plays last weekend against Stanford. And they go to Radley again. Gets a great block downfield, 20. And finally shoved out of bounds. St. Jones, the center, opening things up now for the running game. And a quick blast for Kelvin Anderson, the man in motion. They sweep it to Anderson. Try to cut it back to the far hash mark. Is set out wide to the left. Diamond formation to the right. They angle it to Denham. The big man leaps to make the catch.
Bearing that throw. And they're playing well this year.
Danker with a handoff, and immediately they get to work to Carey. He takes a couple of on the edge. Nate Orchard. On the right side, here's a pitch. And
from a wide receiver and defensive back in high school, now playing defensive end.
Brings up a 3rd and 1. Quick blast up the middle. Kadeem Carey chopping his arms. Has a man 10 yards behind him, but all he's going to see is smoke out of the tailpipe of Kadeem Carey, who takes it into the end zone.
The officials are talking about there may have been a timeout call before the snap. So Utah players on their sideline are saying,
"Clock. The down will be replayed at the previous spot."
3rd and 1 now for Arizona. And they'll go back to the ground. Daniel Jenkins will take it. 1st down for Arizona. Jenkins, the man in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Quick pass right side is complete.
Expose him.
Morphe, the tackle for Utah. Here's Danker with the keeper left side, and he'll slide shy of the 50.
It goes one-on-one with Riley.
Well, he can really sell it. We'll go back to Jenkins. And in the first quarter, Arizona and Utah tied at 7. Carey is back in, slanting left side, dragging a tackler down 4. Denker will roll out, shovels ahead, and an alert play turned in defense. Brings up a 3rd and 4, Yogi. What do they do here? Denker will keep and dives across the 40-yard line for the... Takes the snap, rolls out. Here's the pitch near side. With it is Jenkins. Missed that first line of defense. Ball is going to 3, back offset, and 3 wide to the right of Denker. Will roll right with the left hand. He'll throw outside, ball juggled and flipped incomplete. 30 yards in a minute and 52 to open up this game for a 7-0 lead. Denker throws right side with a step is Daniel Jenkins. Ground now. Denker back, pumps right, goes left on the run. Flings it near side with the safety valve here. It's Nate Phillips.
The quarterback's going. All of a sudden, Arizona, big play to the outside.
USC last weekend when they fell behind early. Denker, 3-step drop, ball deflected in the ear, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10. Wides left and right. Denker back to throw. He'll keep it 10. 5 and dives toward the pylon before losing it out of bounds. 4th down and 2, and he is thrown back behind the 10-yard line by Trevor Riley, who could have been a 66-yard touchdown run by Carey. Was turned away because of a timeout on the
field goal team, but see where the confidence is early in the game.
Here's Wilson, flare pass near side as Utah gets it going. Grez Anderson. 3rd and 10 now for Travis Williams. Wilson avoids the rush, spins by one tackler, steers it to his left, throws it, intercepted, and a pick 6 for Arizona. Utah goes to work. 1st and 10, and here's the handoff, and straight ahead is...
Sometimes, hey, let's not make a bad play worse.
Again, they go to Radley. This time he sidelines left side.
They've got a deep backfield.
Wilson winds up and a pass to the far side intended for Drez. 44, and he's had 9 of 50 or better. He'll roll out and send this one end over end to Johnny Jackson, who runs up on it, and a shoestring down at about the 30 to the work. The senior from Torrance, California. The handoff right side, and this is Carey doing work across the... They go back, ticket in, carrying. Excellent tackle by...
Looks the part.
3rd and 1. Carey, quick cut back, and sprawl. On 1st down, Denker slants a pass. Justin Thomas, the
eligible
redshirt
receiver
freshman.
downfield. Number 68 of the offhand.
3 wide to his left. And Jenkins coming out of the backfield makes the catch, but immediately is hit.
Tackle.
2nd and 14 now for Arizona. Stutter step and across.
That here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11. Denker pump fakes, throws, ball intercepted. Did Rowe stay in bounds? He was out of bounds, so it'll bring it.
Away with it a week ago against USC. That's a great job by that defense of Utah. Rector likes to go with the ball.
Arizona will have to punt it away. Back for it is Norwood, and man, he is now brought in by Kyle Whittingham in the offseason. He's got to rethink things here now without Bubba Poole. And they're going to go deep and take a deep shot. That ball's intercepted. 2nd interception of the night. And Arizona, 9:58 to play in the 2nd. And Arizona leading by 7 with possession on another turnover. And Carey has stood up at the line. Denker will roll out. And fires a bullet over there near.
He's throwing the football. To be that accurate is not easy.
1st down, Arizona. Carey tried to reverse field, but immediately is stopped there on the Wasatch Mountain Pass. 2nd and 12 now. Denker for Arizona. Hesitates, scrambles, and fires complete.
Target on the outside.
3rd and 7 for B.J. Denker. Fires it over the middle. Beautifully thrown and complete into Utah territory.
No, they don't have enough guys ready.
Denker will keep it. Sells it beautifully.
It's the weakness. Ran to his left.
2nd and 2. We'll go to the money man on a money play. So it's first down for Arizona. Carey steps left, moves right, muscles and moves to pile down near the 20.
Rotate on their defensive line, but now they're rotating everyone else. They said their starters play about 60% of the time, with their backups playing about 40% of the time.
Lack of depth, they really don't.
First and 10 for Arizona. Denker will keep. And trying to shake Eric Rowe, but Rowe sets a hard 10 as Arizona sets up. Denker surveys the scene, throws sideline, beautiful pass out there and complete to the 5-yard line, and Richards trying.
Favor size was on the outside.
They're going to give it to Carey. Gets a great block left side. Steers it toward the pylon.
What is football intelligence? He's a smart guy.
Got the first down. Denker fakes, spun around, and dives into the end zone. Touchdown. With 8 rushing touchdowns on the year. He's got 2 tonight, and the extra point is blocked. Wilson, the handoff, and a second and 4. And it will be York.
Was the guy. 13 carries, 51 yards as the leading rusher, so he can carry the workload.
He's going to get it.
3-3-5 stack defense.
Wilson fakes the handoff, gets a block on the edge from Denham, and gets across for a first down out near the 50.
Which is good news for the Utes right now, because they need
Oh, no.
Start. Number 60 of the offense.
Penalty of 5 yards sets up first and 15. Wilson rolls to his left, slings one long and threw it out of bounds. Excellent for the Utes. Wilson is back. Lasers one in across the 50-yard line.
For this staff, really helping the staff around the offensive wise.
Wilson back to throw. The quarterback is spilled at about the 44-yard. Hackett will punt. He's very good at settling it inside the 20-yard line and making it stick. And that is a beauty as it bounces. DJ Denker, in the meantime, goes to work. They'll keep it on the ground with Kadeem Carey pushed back.
And it's the pointer finger. That's really the ball that the finger that the ball comes off of.
Carey bounces off one tackler.
Coming out in the third quarter is Travis Wilson. He's going to head early into the locker room. Never a good sign for Ute fans.
Adam Schultz, the sophomore. Arizona goes back to work. Denker the handoff, and Carey is not
level in this conference.
Drew Riggleman to punt now for Arizona. They'll boot it away. This went end over end on fourth down, and it is recovered by the Utes, and they'll have it at midfield as Jeffrey Schultz in the gun. And his first play will bring it back and throw right side. Complete over to Norwood. Norwood across for the first down near the something going. Again, he'll drop back. Steadies as all day. Finds a man coming out of the backfield. That is Bubba Poole, who is back in the game and again in the backfield. Denham in the slot to the right. Schultz back to throw. Stumbles. Slips a tackle across the 25-yard line, but that's going to be 31 seconds remaining. Second quarter. Schultz hands off. Poole is knocked down. Phillips this year has at 4 of 40 yards or better. Make it 4 and hold. From Marquise Flowers, Arizona has yet to turn the ball over. They're very good. They don't easily surrender the ball this year. Arizona will have the first crack here in this second half. He ran for 2 touchdowns. And they'll hand off to Kadeem Carey, who's just been. Arizona's going to go right back to the bread and butter. They're going
to stop those perimeter runs.
Brings up second down and 5. Denker will keep. Flush by Riley into his own end zone. He'll throw this. Jeffrey Norwood will run up across the 50 and immediately is swarmed to the Arizona 46.
Unnecessary roughness. Number 37 of the receiving team.
Go Wisconsin. He led him on a nice drive when he came in the last 2 minutes of play of the first half. But they stalled. He came in late in the second quarter. Here's the handoff to Poole. Gets a block on the edge. Gets 50, 45. Flag back down near the line of scrimmage. Try to reverse it back to the center of the field.
Holding. Number 73 of the offense.
The first half. He came in leading the Pac-12 in yards per catch at 21. A throw to Poole out of the backfield. Now this is something that they did a great deal of and set up here to the short side of the field at the near hash. On 3rd and 12, Schultz back to throw. Flushed. Runs up the middle 40. And it is really hammered
for that.
Tom Hackett will punt. Johnny Jackson is back for the Wildcats. Muffed it. Recovered by Utah. It sure looks that way, but you never know what Jackson, whose sight may have been diverted by two defenders coming right at him. Second and 7 now for Utah. Needing to get something going. Trailing 20-7. Schultz back to throw. Zeroes in on a receiver near side. Schultz in the gun at the 5. Anderson the man in motion. They hand off into the end zone. Touchdown.
On the Pac-12 is upgrading.
Denker now back to work. And quickly over the middle and a strike, and it gets him near midfield.
Association, short arc by Denker to deal that rope in there.
And then they go to Carey to slash across to near the 40.
They're trying to get done.
Too wide to the right. The handoff comes to Carey, who jitters a little bit. There he is trying to avoid that first burst, and then is dropped. Nice play. 4th and 2, and Arizona going to go for it. And they've done this a couple of times, and Utah's turned them back both times. This time, just
team. And you look at the age of these players, and granted, the average starting age is only 21 years old, but they've got some.
At their own 44-yard line. Schultz hands off, gets it back. Flea flicker pass, deep, man open, wide open. Fitzgerald catches the ball, dragged down in the end zone. Touchdown, no. They're going to rule he was down. Yes, they're going to rule a touchdown. Phillips.
Around the rest of the conference.
Denker goes back to work, drops in his pocket, throws one to the sideline, and that was a little too tall. Denker will keep it. And he is bottled up and dragged down.
Inside the pack, and that's a tough judgment call for the officials.
No call on 3rd and 11 now. Denker is flushed. He's going to throw this one out of bounds, and wisely so as he gets out.
Point of attack, taking away those quick hitting runs.
Norwood is back to field this, tumbling down into his hands at the 30. Stop and start cut, and then is dragged down.
And tonight they're showing some resiliency after that big win.
Schultz will hand off as Utah keeps it on the ground for a first down.
They showed some mental resiliency, and Coach Whittingham talked to us about that this week, and they're showing it again tonight.
Philman York again.
Here, this team is really coming into their own with some new recruits.
York again will take it. His pregame meeting, just one road victory for Utah a year ago. They want to build on that. Big blast up the middle. Johnny Jackson is back now to field the punt. He's going to let it flutter down near the 5, and it's stopped by Utah inside the
fiery offense of Arizona and their quick strike ability.
That 44-yarder is Denker handing off just at the 26. Touches 115 yards. He'll get another. Working this time off the right side. And then the flea flicker to Fitzgerald for a touchdown for Utah, and they've got the lead. Arizona. And the handoff coming across right to left to the near side and bouncing along the edge is and away he goes for the first down, and now Arizona in business. Denker will fake the handoff. He will carry, being tracked. Again, Carey makes the adjustment, steps to his right, gets the flip. He's got the first down and dragged. First down and Denker's flushed. Spins away, gets out of a tackle, and throws it out of bounds.
7 coming into tonight's game.
Palamo, excellent job of pursuing, and then he nearly bats a pass down to the edge. Denker gets rid of it on a slow. B.J. Denker, the senior quarterback, low snap, rolls out, throws deep, has a man, contended, and off the back of the defender, and flags.
Number 18 to the defense.
Carey will get it and is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. The defensive side, he plays so many different spots on the field. 2nd and 9 for Denker. Quick pass, far side, has a man out there. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for Arizona. Denker back, under pressure, throws the ball, knocked down, batted in. And the ball at the 35 of the Utes. Back to throw Denker. Rush from his right, step through 2 defenders. Moving to his right, the left-hander will gun long and throw it incomplete. And again, only to see Utah take over on downs. Adam Schultz, the quarterback, hands to Bubba Poole. And in the second half, Schultz in for Travis Wilson. Schultz back to throw, and he's sacked. Thrown for a loss behind. 3rd and 17 deal here. Hard rush. Schultz is brought down again. Pressure. Tom Hackett to punt. Johnny Jackson back to field at 35. Muffed another one. And he drops on the football. And so Denker goes to work. And will throw complete. Taken across the 45-yard line and down near. Utah by 1, 21-20. Arizona led it half 20-7. Here's the flip left side. Juking right, moving left near the boundary. And tumbling, leading to a touchdown. That seemed to ignite Utah. That and Adam Schultz, the quarterback, coming in, doing a nice job here in the second half. Now Denker goes to work. Takes his time, drops back. And now he's going to zip one deep. Has a man down there, but in coverage. What a catch! Oh, a sensational grab.
Pass interference. Number 25 in the defense.
Huge play.
Now Arizona goes back, seizing the momentum, but Jared Norris has other ideas.
Put the ball exactly where it needs to be.
Second and goal to go from the 7. Denker fakes the handoff, fades a pass in the corner and overthrown.
And they've played so stout on the edge, putting pressure on Denker.
3rd and 7, goal to go. Denker rolls out left, angles a pass low, caught in the end zone. 26-21. Denker fakes the handoff, pursued, gets a block. He's at the 5. He's going to keep it into the end zone. And the 2, he makes the adjustment. He just goes low. And the next one to Phillips for the sliding grab. Now Schultz goes to work, trying to set up a screen for the second quarter. As the medical team worked on Travis Wilson's right hand. Here's a pass nearly intercepted. That here in the 4th. Schultz is back. 3-man rush. Schultz winds up, delivers, and incomplete.
You can see it show up.
Nate Phillips is back to field the punt. Trying to get sure hands on the ball. He does. 25. Across the 30. And is dragged down. Denker the quarterback. And the handoff comes to 1 yards prior to that carry. Denker on 2nd and 8. Dialing up a pass here to the near.
At their best.
3rd and 8. Denker will roll out, sets his feet, is going long. Angles a high one to the far sideline. It's slightly underthrown, but caught!
You don't see this very often.
Number 80 of the offense on a push-off.
In the air, especially late. You see that hand extend, that right arm. You got to call that one. You know what you teach receivers, just keep it close.
Big play there now, 3rd and 23. Denker back to throw. Adjusting to his right, now flushed, and he is spilled. Riggleman will punt this one. Norwood is up to get it. And it got just steamrolled. And how he
lost at ASU, but a lot of players playing well in the Pac-12 conference.
The Wisconsin here in the second half, at one point taking the lead, 21-20. And now a touchdown behind. He goes to work. And throws to H-back actually on a 3rd and 2. Keeping it Schultz. Sold it beautifully across the 40 down to the 30. First down. They send Poole in motion. They hand off to Williams, the big durable back. Gets down here to the net. 2nd and 5. Schultz pulls it back. Rolls out. Slants a pass back toward the middle. The intended 4 wides, men in motion. Schultz is back throwing. Complete to Fitzgerald, who got rocked. 50 to play. Utah down 7. Schultz the handoff. Trying to pick his way along. The man in motion is Drez Anderson, who's deadly anywhere on the field. The handoff comes to Bubba Poole. He is swung around and knocked down. 3rd and 13 for the Utes. Adam Schultz, hard rush, floats a pass, knocked down in coverage. Beautiful. An 11 for 11 streak. As this one measured at 44 yards. It is up.
I'd love it.
Phillips gets into this one, and Arizona's Jared Baker will take it at the 4-yard line. Baker angling and tripped up and around the 16.
Box, respect the run.
Arizona spreads 3 wide to the right. They give it to Carey. He's across the 30-yard line, and you cannot bring him. Arizona had a big second half and maybe building off that momentum here tonight. They led 20-7 at half, but the ball gets free. It is sudden change now. How will Arizona adapt defensively? Here's Schultz rolling out. How is he going to steer his team to the win? He's going to look to the pylon. Schultz 3 wide to his right. Adam Schultz Flare pass near side. Here it comes to Poole. He has blockers ahead, and he's able to grind his way. It's in the offensive coordinator. And
Delay of game. Offense.
first down for the Utes. Schultz with a handoff. 2nd and 7. The handoff comes to Kelvin York. Poole clears out, leaving Williams the lone man in the backfield. Schultz will keep it and will go nowhere. And Arizona. It is up and it is bending and it is no. Arizona's back in the same spot they were moments ago. With 3:49 remaining, they're going to keep it on the ground. And there's a flag for a face mask.
Grasping the face mask. Number 8 of the defense.
That Utah had actually called a timeout on the play. So Decker hands off again to Carey, and again he muscles across the 40-yard line and is getting tackled. He is on his feet, however, pushing the pile and persists. Decker will hand off. Carey quick burst up the middle. Norris met him at the 50-yard line and just had enough of her. 4th in FPS. He was the nation's leading rusher a year ago, and again this time he goes right side and spins in his drive. Part of the Fiesta Bowl champions. All right, here is Dinker now. Fakes the reverse. Will keep it left side. Smothers that ball tonight. But this is a 3rd down situation, and they go to Carey. Stutter step across the 40. Clears the 30. He's all alone into the end zone. Touchdown. How about 40 carries? You never know. 35-24 the score. Need something quick. Need it big. Schultz hard rush, throws it out of bounds, and the pressure.
Defense around in a short period of time.
11 starters consistently have played during the course of the year. Here's a quick strike. A week after upending number 5 Stanford, Utah is in big trouble. Schultz back to throw as a man across the middle, nearly intercepted. Schultz backpedals, throws, and that one broken up. A 3rd and 10 deal, 55 seconds remaining. Schultz back to throw. Out of the backfield, Bubba Poole. Angles toward the first down and is dragged. First down for Schultz. Flushed out of the pocket. Calmly looks for a man and the ball incomplete. They've got 4 men at the 40 and Utah seizing the opportunity. Schultz steps up in the pocket, has a man coming clear. Drez Anderson, he's dragged. Crowd on their feet here in Tucson. Schultz back to throw, fires a pass incomplete, and that is 236 yards.